What is reality? This question has echoed through the halls of philosophy for centuries. Is it something objective, existing independently of us? Or is it, as some suggest, a construct, a kind of shared hallucination we create with our minds? The answer, it seems, is far from simple. It lies shrouded in the mists of perception, a realm where our senses, experiences, and biases paint the world we see. Our senses, while remarkable, are limited instruments. They offer us a glimpse, a filtered version of the vast cosmic dance playing out around us. We perceive only a tiny sliver of the electromagnetic spectrum, our ears attuned to a narrow band of sound frequencies. What wonders lie hidden in the realms beyond our perception? What symphonies of light and sound remain unheard, unseen by our limited senses? Perhaps reality is less about what is objectively out there, and more about how we interpret the signals our senses receive. Consider color, for instance. It's not an inherent property of objects but a product of how our brains interpret different wavelengths of light. A rose so vibrantly red to our eyes appears entirely different to a bee, its petals reflecting ultraviolet patterns invisible to us. This begs the question, are we seeing the true rose, or merely one version of it, filtered through the lens of human perception? This question, at the heart of our exploration, reveals the profound influence of perception on our experience of reality. Immanuel Kant revolutionized our understanding of perception and reality. He argued that our minds actively shape information. We perceive the world through our mental frameworks. Our minds have innate categories like space, time, and causality. These pre-existing structures shape our experience. Imagine them as the operating system of our minds. Reality is a mental construction, not a direct reflection of the external world. Consider the bustling streets of a modern metropolis, a cacophony of sounds, a kaleidoscope of sights, a symphony of smells. The city bombards us with sensory stimuli. Yet each individual navigates this urban jungle with their own unique perception, their reality shaped by personal experiences, biases, and beliefs. A street musician's melody might be music to one person's ears, an unwelcome intrusion to another. A towering skyscraper, a symbol of human ingenuity to some, might represent cold, impersonal progress to others. Our cultural backgrounds, personal histories, and even our moods color our perception of the city, creating a mosaic of realities as diverse as the city's inhabitants. The city then becomes a microcosm of the subjective nature of reality, a shared space where countless individual realities intersect, overlap, and sometimes collide. It highlights the fascinating truth that even in the most seemingly objective of environments, our subjective experiences hold sway. Over 2,000 years ago, the Greek philosopher Plato presented a powerful allegory that continues to resonate today, the allegory of the cave. Imagine prisoners chained in a cave, their backs to the entrance. Their only reality is the shadows cast on the wall by objects passing in front of a fire. These shadows, Plato argued, represent the limited, superficial reality we perceive with our senses. Like the prisoners mistaking shadows for true forms, we too can become fixated on appearances, on the fleeting and illusory aspects of the world. But what if one prisoner were to break free? What if they were to ascend into the sunlight, to experience the world in its full, unfiltered glory? This, Plato suggests, is akin to philosophical enlightenment, to transcending the limitations of our senses and glimpsing the true nature of reality. Plato's allegory serves as a potent reminder that our perceptions, while convincing, may not always align with a deeper, more fundamental reality. It encourages us to question our assumptions, to look beyond the shadows on the cave wall, and to seek the true forms that lie beyond.